have one more article to cover here, and this is an example of how things can go backwards. So don't ever assume that the war is over just because you have legalization in some way, because they can always be like, "Nah, change your mind. You're not having it."
What did it say? Freedom isn't free, right?
That's
You
right.
gotta keep fighting. Gotta keep fighting.
Yeah. Thailand takes next step to relabel cannabis as narcotics. Post. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Post.
You see why he says that?
Yeah. I think there might have been a bit of an error.
Yeah. Bloomberg. This article. Just read the thing, okay? Thailand took another step in its plan to reclassify cannabis as cannabis and hemp as narcotics again after a committee tasked with controlling illegal drugs agreed they shouldn't be for recreational use, the Bangkok Post reported. All members of the committee agreed on the principle that cannabis should be used for the purposes of medical treatment only, the report said, citing the Public Health Ministry Deputy Permanent Secretary, Surachok Tangwiwat.
Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'll probably still butchered it, but I tried my best. A majority agreed to put cannabis and hemp back on the narcotics list, the paper said. The committee will submit its report into the Office of Narcotics Control Board next week, and a nod from the agency will then prompt the Food and Drug Administration to amend cannabis-related laws and provide criteria on usage of the plant, the Bangkok Post said. The new rules are planned to take effect on January the 1st. Thousands of weed dispensaries and other related businesses have opened across the country since Thailand became the first country in Asia to decriminalize cannabis in 2022. Earlier this year, Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin ordered officials to take steps to restrict the use of cannabis to only medical purposes. Cannabis advocacy groups and businesses have voiced their opposition to the policy U-turn, staging rallies and threatening a legal challenge against the premier. Yeah, so that's about it. That's the whole article there. But big news, man. Big news. They're trying to push things backwards in Thailand. There, Thailand was spoken about a couple of years ago a lot. In 2022 when they did legalize, because everybody was shocked, and they seem to have good laws as well. Good for tourism, good for their economy, and to go backwards like this, it's like, damn, that's a shame. That's a bit shit to see.
Yeah, that Tangy twat guy's a bit of a twat, isn't he, really?
Mm-hmm.
Who? What? Tangy twat?
Yeah, Tangy Wat, or whatever his name is. That name, Sherakook Tangy Weewat. I just called him Tangy twat.
Yeah, that works. Yeah,
it works better.
Where you get it from. Yeah.
Tangy Weewat.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's just crazy. I mean, doing something like this is gonna make so many people angry at you.
But also hemp, so many back on the narcotics list.
Well, it's just so many businesses are going to be shut down. The businesses get shut down, people lose their jobs, people go into poverty, and they will blame their government for it. And obviously, in this case especially, the government's responsible for it. So it's not going to do many favors, I don't think. And it's tourism as well. Loads of people are going to Thailand now because not only is it a nice country that has great food, you can go down and smoke weed. There's loads of countries I won't go to because if I want to smoke a joint, I want to smoke a joint without like risking death penalty. You know what I mean?
You don't want to go smoke a joint in Singapore? Come on, let's go do it, Mackie.
It sounds like a great plan. You see fucking really? Midnight Express. Jesus.
Listen, you go first. Tell me how it went, and I'll be there.
I'll phone you from my prison cell. My only phone call I'm allowed that week.
Exactly.
Monkey
was the best joint ever. Yeah.
There's the best joint ever. Jesus.
Now, you would think that Thailand probably was doing well with this whole thing. But then I heard so many reports about tourists running amok with the whole thing. I'm curious, how bad was it in Thailand? Was it? I don't know. I know very little about Thailand firsthand, only what I read. But I mean, I heard that Thailand has other, let's say, interesting morals that you can dabble in over there.
Does it say when they're going to do it? Or...
Yeah, very true. That's not illegal, is it?
There's lots of things in Thailand that just a little, say, borderline stuff, put it that way. And it seems interesting that they would push back from cannabis of all things.
Yeah, very interesting indeed, man. It feels like there may be some kind of agenda behind this person. They've got some kind of conflicting interests. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So
No.
they're trying to get it made illegal because they were making money beforehand in
Yeah,
a
I think
different
the
way.
original intent was to basically open up the cultivation of medical cannabis, but they basically just dropped all the laws and people took it too far, is what I thought that I heard first time around.
Mm.
I'm not sure if that's correct, but that's what I thought. The reason that they're rolling it back is because the original intent was to cultivate a farming culture so that they could export a bunch of medical cannabis.
Yeah.
Not sure. But
Well,
doesn't sound like they want to do any of it, either one of it now.
yeah. It's shit, man. But that's just the way it goes. Let's keep an eye what happens here in Thailand, man. Very interesting to see how quickly this is going to progress as well. How illegal are they going to make it, and what are the consequences going to be for those who are caught with cannabis after it's been made a controlled substance again? It's going to be very interesting to see what happens after this, in my opinion.